Uh, this one is heavy. I had to delete the other live purely because I disabled the chat, which is not a good idea. I don't really know what to do now. I had to start this one back up again because I managed to disable the chat. I need to learn to stop pressing buttons. I've got nothing around me to do. I have no list of jobs to do, so I can't take you guys with me while I do that. This is completely done now, so I can't, like, yeah. For past couple lives, this is what I've been working on, this one right here. But yeah, it's fully done now. It's just very, very heavy. Mainly because the ears luckily balance it out because they're then going this way, and then the snout is going this way, so it kind of balances itself out. Yeah. Surprised though, my African wild dog one isn't this heavy. And it's like the exact same snout and then just like rounded ears, so I'm surprised it's not as heavy as well. Like my horse mask is like, I get why that's heavy and why it keeps slipping down my face because it's got one bit of elastic that just goes round the back so I can put my hair through here. But yeah, this one's just, and obviously like the snout for that one is like, it's got the regular, so I put one piece here, like I draw it out, and then I'll stick it here, and then obviously I've got the bridge and then this bit as well, so I'll stick those two on, and then I've got the bridge. However, for the horse one, I had one of these, the bridge went slanted from, it started from up here and then went down here, and then it had another piece of foam here to kind of like, not even it out, but like cover the massive hole on each side. So it looks more like a horse when I do that, which is why I was kind of skeptical about how this one would turn out because it's starting to look like my horse mask. And I was a bit pissed with myself because I was like, no, I don't want this to look like my horse mask. I need this to look like a Belgian Malinois. So yeah, that's kind of how I make them with any snout. With the feline masks, it's a bit different. I have like a rectangular block and then I put them on each side, strip down the middle, and then like a sort of triangle nose, not nose, bit at the end that kind of just. Okay, hold on a second. My TV's going funny. Apologies. TV is going funny at the minute. Because I was on YouTube watching some stuff, and just so I've got it in the background, so it's not too silent here. But it's linked up to my phone, so we can use the controller on my phone. Because it's a bit of a pain, because the other one just stopped working, which was really annoying. So now we have to use that, so I just have to go off and change the video quick, because it like turned on something in a language that I don't understand, unfortunately. So yeah. I don't really know what to talk about now. I had to restart this one because my last live I pressed some buttons and the chat stopped working. So yeah, here we are. I guess I'll explain again. Hold on, there's fake fur up my nose. Hi. Today is the day of my prom. I need to get ready in a couple of hours, I guess. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it tonight. It's like 4 hours of straight partying and food. And then, for whatever reason, we decided that we're going to do awards for the last part. So, yeah, which is nice. I want to see the awards. I want to see who gets them. Because I know who I voted for, because we had to vote. Yeah, which is, it's actually kind of exciting. I don't know. I have a feeling, well, I don't know if I want to win one. I mean, everyone wants to win an award, but like, there's one that's most likely to become prime minister. I reckon a few people will vote for me. Okay, everyone's gone. Yeah, as I was saying, I reckon a few people will vote for me. I don't know. I just have a feeling because people just like in my class think I'm too smart. And I don't like that because then they're like, what's the answer? What's the answer? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, well, why don't you know? Because I don't know. So yeah, I reckon it might be that. Or for the people who've seen like my stuff, most likely to become like a famous performer or something for that one. Because I know in drama class they've seen me like perform my stuff and they actually think I'm okay, I think. Yeah. I don't know. Everyone keeps leaving. I get it's early, but like Alpine did a live a couple minutes ago, or like an hour ago, and he had like hundreds of people. I guess I'm just not too popular, which I'm surprised about because like half the people who follow me don't even like watch the live. I get like they're probably on the other side of the world, like in the United States, Australia, New Zealand, places in South America. Yeah. I don't know. I want to learn more about the time zones because like it's interesting to me, especially since like we're like me right now. I'm in the UK, and for me it's Thursday 26th, 25th, one of the two. But for someone else, it might be the night. Like when I'm going into the night of the 25th, someone might be waking up on the 26th. It's really weird to me. There's a bit of paint on the nose. I'm just trying to peel off. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that because I don't want to like mess it up. Yeah. I should really make lunch in a minute. Yeah. I'm just gonna lift the nose up of this one so it's not crushing my nose. It's a good mask. It's sturdy. It's one of the better ones I've made. Even my mum agrees. Yeah. No one's asked me any questions yet. That's fine. I don't know whether to start Q&A. I tried one last time and I just deleted it afterwards. It was going to be, what's the weirdest thing you've eaten? For me, it was probably a flower. It wasn't voluntary. Someone shoved a flower in my mouth. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Basically, we were in like the field, that we had for in my primary school. And yeah, we had like an argument or something, and he picked up a flower and shoved it in my mouth. And like, not only that, because it tasted disgusting, I spat it out. I went up to the teacher bloody defended him. I was like, Miss, he just shoved a flower in my mouth. And she just went, did you provoke him? And I was like, well, yeah, we had an argument, but he still shoved a flower in my mouth. And she was on his side. I was like, Miss, I just had a flower shoved in my mouth. Honestly, those teachers at that school really did not like me. Some of them were great. One of them walked me home, right? But another one, I've got an allergy, right? And the food that I was served up, which was meant to be containing none of my allergies, had one of my allergies in it, right? As like a paste. So I called the TA over saying, I can't eat this, what do I do? And she was like, well, there's no other kind of food, because the other food had one of my other allergies in it. And so I said, well, what do I do? Because I have no lunch, and this is the only food that I can eat. Bearing in mind, I'm like 7 or something, and she was like, well, you're just going to have to go hungry then. I was like, Miss, I am a 7-year-old. I don't understand. Was I 7, 8 or 9? I don't know. I might have been 8. But I was like, Miss. Well, I didn't say anything to her. But I was kind of sad because I went home hungry. Anyway, I told my mum later on, and she was thoroughly pissed with the school. And yeah. That TA really hated me though. Like, she was saying my handwriting was too big one time and made me rewrite an entire page of work. Still in primary school, by the way. It was the same one who told me to go hungry at lunch. She was awful. Luckily, some of my other teachers were alright. My year 3 teacher was a bit weird. My year 4 teacher was lovely. Year 5 teacher, lovely as well. In fact, she was better. Year 6 teacher, didn't like her. She kept bringing a child in to school. It was really weird. We'd just be rehearsing for the nativity or something, and then she'd just show up with her child. It was so weird. Yeah. I just keep seeing people join the live and then leaving. Oh well, I'm just going to ramble about my stories. Because it's so weird that I've left school now. It still hasn't hit me yet. I know all my friends are probably sad or stuff. I'm happy. I hated that school. Yeah. I remember we had this substitute one time. And because it was primary school, we had her for the whole day. And she was like, she'd written out a timetable for us. And, yeah, I was like minding my own business. And my whole table was talking. And so I don't know what they were talking about, but I had this book in my hand that was like, you know, where you could get those double-sided books where one side would be one story and then the other side would be the other, and you just kind of have to like flip over to read the next one. Yeah, so I picked up that and I said, look at this side. And the teacher, well, the substitute, right, pointed at me and said, you, what's your name? And I was like, I said my name. I'm not going to tell you my name. And then she said, stop talking. And I was like, I wasn't talking. She cut me off at the end. She was like, don't lie to me. The audacity this woman had. Right, my whole table was talking. The rest of the class was silent. Did she tell anyone else on my table off? No. Who did she tell off? Me. Honestly, some of these teachers, I don't know where they get their qualifications on. Some of these substitutes, I don't know where they get their qualifications from. I had substitutes for science, right? It's amazing that I actually managed to do those science papers for GCSE. I think I'm actually going to go change my mask quick. This is actually starting to get a bit heavy and hurting my eyes. 1 second. Oh, that really hurt. I love that one though. Like, yeah. mask actually feels really loose. Like, I don't know, this mask just feels even looser. Which is really weird, because normally I have them quite tight. I think it's normally because I've got my ponytail up. Yeah, that's probably why. Anyway. Okay. Don't really know what to do now. Yeah. I've ranted about school. I've talked for a while about prom, with no one listening or watching. Yeah. Might actually get my laptop out and start printing out some of the ID cards. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. I think I might go live later though. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave this one there. I might actually delete it later. Anyway, bye bye.